Hello students, in the previous lecture we have discussed Cartesian coordinate system lecture 1. This is lecture 2. In the previous lecture we have discussed Cartesian coordinate system. Here we will discuss spherical coordinate system. Spherical coordinate system. This is second lecture. Okay. So firstly we will discuss here what are the variables. Okay. In the previous lecture I have told you that what are right-handed coordinate system and left-handed coordinate system. If you don't have idea about these, please go to the first lecture firstly. Okay. Now we will discuss here the right-handed coordinate system, in which we will make use of right hand thumb rule to find the direction of various vectors. Okay. So here firstly we are to discuss variables and then their limits. So in spherical coordinate system, the variables are r, theta, and phi. Okay. Now suppose here we have a coordinate system. I am making here various axes which are mutually perpendicular to each other. So this is our x-axis, this one is y-axis, and this one is z-axis. So if you take cross of x and y, then it will give you positive z direction. So such type of system is right-handed coordinate system. Okay. So here suppose we have a point, this is a point P, okay, and the coordinate system is spherical coordinate system. Then the coordinate of point P will be r, theta and phi. Okay. Now we are to see what will be the limit of r, theta and phi. So firstly we will see what will be the projection of this vector r. Let me take this is vector r, and how it is oriented with respect to different axes, x-axis, y-axis and z-axis, and what is the meaning of r, theta and phi. So if you take first coordinate, now see from where you will measure r. Okay, r is measured from the reference point, that is the origin. Okay, so it will start from here in all three dimensions, in all space. Okay, if you take point P somewhere at some other position, then r will be measured from the center. Okay, and up to infinity. Its size can be greater than vector r, but it can be larger, it can be smaller. Okay, and the maximum limit will be plus infinity. So we have discussed here the limits of variable r. So variable r will vary from origin 0 to plus infinity. Okay, suppose this is the center of a sphere. Okay, and you are to measure the radius. Radius will be measured from the center, away from the center. So direction of r cap, direction of radius vector or r cap, unit vector along the radius vector, that will be always away from the center. Okay, and the magnitude of radius vector depends upon the size of the sphere. Okay, so it ideally we can take it from 0 to infinity. So here the variable r will vary from 0 to plus infinity, one thing. And the corresponding direction, let me represent right here, direction of a radius vector. This is given by r cap, and this is always away from origin. So you are to keep this thing in your mind. Okay, if you measure any length element towards the center, then r direction will be minus r cap. Okay, so we have resolved one thing. Then now we are to discuss another variable, that is theta. So theta is measured with respect to z-axis. The angle made by the radius vector, with respect to z. So theta will start from z, okay, and it will move from z to minus z. This is the positive z direction, and here this is, I will write here z dash, this is negative z direction. So from here to here, so you can see here, this is measured with respect to z axis, and its range is from, if this vector r is along z direction, then what will be the angle between radius vector r and z axis? It will be 0. And as you inclined vector r, radius vector, with respect to z, it will increase, and its maximum value can be up to this angle. So its range is from 0 to pi, 0 to plus pi, you can write. So theta is a variable which is always measured, this is measured with respect to z axis, and its range is from 0 to plus pi. Okay, so you can understand. Now if we further things we will discuss in length element, we will discuss now phi cap. Okay, so the third variable is phi. Third variable is not phi cap, this is phi. Now we are to measure phi. So how you will measure it, and from where it is measured? In case of r, the reference point is origin. In case of theta, the reference axis is z-axis. And now we are to discuss the reference of measurement of phi. So for that, you will take the projection of point P in xy plane, okay. Let this is P dash, okay, and this side, if this angle is theta, what will be this angle? This angle will be 90 minus theta, okay. So this r dash, let this magnitude is r dash, let me write it here, this is r dash, vector r dash, I am writing it here, okay. So what will be r dash? R dash, vector r dash, and this is OP dash, vector OP dash, and this is in xy plane, this is in the xy plane, and this will be equal to, you can see here, this will be vector r, component of r in xy plane, okay, and this angle is theta. So the angle made by vector r with xy plane, that will be 90 minus theta. So I can write this will be r into cos of pi by 2, 90 minus theta, okay. And what will be the direction? This is away from the r dash. R dash is the radius vector in xy plane, so its direction is measured from the center, and the direction of radius vector is always given by r cap, and it is away from the origin. So I can write it, this is r cap, clear. And if you solve it, then this will be r sin theta into r cap, okay. Now you see, we are to discuss what is phi. Phi is the angle made by projection of vector r, that is r dash, in xy plane with the x-axis. So this angle is phi, I am writing it this is phi. Okay, so here what will be the limits? It is measured with respect to x-axis and xy is perpendicular to y and z. So assume this is perpendicular to the board, x-axis is perpendicular to the board, and r dash will start from x-axis, then it will cover an angle of 2 pi. So its range will be from 0, and the reference here is x-axis. Okay, x-axis यहाँ पे we are taking reference. So 0 to 2 pi. So this is the limit. Okay, and what will be the direction? We are to think of this. So the direction we will discuss in length elements. So we have discussed here various variables and their limits. Okay, now come to another point, that is the length element, their direction and shape. Okay, students, now we will discuss the length elements, and for that I am making the diagram again here. This axis is z axis and this axis is y axis, and here we have x axis, and this is the reference point. Okay, and we have a point here we have a point P. Okay, and its coordinate are r, theta and phi. Okay, if we find its position vector, this is the position vector of point P, and let me denote it by rp. Okay, and here we take another point in the same direction. This is point P, I have told you the coordinates, and we have another point Q and its coordinate. Now the coordinate of point P are r, theta and phi. You can see this angle is theta, this angle is theta. If we take another point, this is point P, we take another point Q. So you can see here there is no any change in alignment of radius vector with respect to z direction. So here we have shifted along the radius. So this is r plus dr, theta is same and phi is same. Okay, so from this we can take idea of the length element along radius vector, and I am writing it dlr. Okay, so you can see dlr will be equal to, you will take difference of r plus dr and r, so this will be dr into r cap. So this length element which is from P to Q, that is dlr, and this is dr into r cap. So if we write the length element along various directions, then it will be dlr, and here dlr cap, vector dlr, and then dl theta, length element along theta direction, and then length element along phi direction. So here we are to discuss their directions also. So dlr we have seen, this is dr into r cap. So I am writing here this is dr into r cap. So its direction is always, this is always, I am talking of positive direction, always away from the center point, or I will write here origin. Okay, so this is the positive direction. Now we will talk of dl theta. So dl theta here, if we shift this P point, if we shift this point P with respect to variable theta, then what will happen? suppose here we have a point P and this is R into theta and phi, and we take its radius vector. This radius vector is suppose R. This is vector R. And the angle made by this vector R with z axis, that is theta. This is the direction of theta. Okay, so theta is theta cap. Length element along this direction will be, if we rotate vector R with respect to z in downward direction and take a point here. This is another point. Okay, we are not changing R. We have kept this distance from the origin, that is same. I have drawn a arc and this point is Q. So you can see here R has not changed and theta has changed. You can see here theta has increased. This is point Q and here you can see theta has increased. Direction has been changed. So let me write it R dash. This is R dash. R and R dash, these are different because projection has changed. So this angle made by R dash with z axis, that is greater than theta. So its coordinate will be theta plus d theta. Okay, and then phi, its projection in the xy axis, that is same. Okay. Then this is point Q whose coordinates are R, theta plus d theta and phi. Now we are to find this length element. Okay, P to Q. Okay, so I will represent this length element by dl theta. Okay, dl theta. Now if we make use of simple geometrical formula, that is arc upon radius equal to theta, arc upon radius, that is equal to angle. Okay, so here you see what is the angle. What is this angle? This angle is d theta. You can observe from here. So this is d theta. And what is the size of arc? This is dl theta. So I will write it here. This is dl theta. Okay, and what is the radius? Radius is the same, r. So I will write it here, that is r. Okay, so from here we can conclude that the length element along theta direction, theta cap, that will be r into d theta, simply. Okay, so here dl theta, this will be r into d theta. And what will be the direction? Direction will be along this. You can see along this curve. Okay, so the direction of this is this one. It will start from here and up to this point. And if you see the direction at this point, then this is given by tangent. Okay, but this is a curve. It has a finite length. Then this will be the direction. So the direction, and this direction is theta cap. Okay, now come to this element. So for this, what I will do, I will take, now see, what is phi? What is phi? Phi is the angle made by projection of vector r or r dash in xy plane. So the angle phi is covered in xy plane and its range is from 0 to 2 pi, I have told you. So we are to find the projection of the vector r in xy plane, and then we will see how much angle is covered by the projection of r in xy plane. That will be d phi. Okay, so simply I will write here let me draw all things again and erase this thing. We will make use of same formula here, that is arc upon radius equal to theta. Okay, So now we are to discuss dl phi this, and we have a point here. This point is P and its coordinate are r, theta and phi. Okay, now we are to find its projection in xy plane to discuss dl phi, and we can write here this is vector r and its projection. This is making angle theta. This is making angle theta with the z direction, and its projection in this xy plane, this is p dash. So if you find the projection of vector r in xy plane, let that is r dash, that is r dash. Okay, and I have told you that r dash, this is vector r cos pi by 2 minus theta, because xy plane this is in xy plane. Okay, xy plane and z axis, these are perpendicular to each other. So if this angle is theta, then what will be this angle? This angle will be pi by 2 90 minus theta. So I have written that here, and it becomes the direction is r cap, obviously. So this is r sin theta r cap. Okay, now let the angle made by the projection of r in xy plane, that is phi. This angle is phi. What will happen if we rotate this in xy plane? Okay, so let me rotate it, and this point move along this direction, this from p dash to p double dash. We have come here at p double dash. So what is changing here? Here the radius vector is same. I want to say this is r double dash. Let me take it r double dash and r dash. These are same in magnitude, but direction has changed. Okay, and the angle swept, this angle is d phi. Let me write it here. I think this is visible to you. This angle is d phi. Okay, now what will be r double dash? R double dash, this will be equal to r into sine, we are to find r double dash. Now see, this length is again r sin theta, and the direction will be r cap. Okay, what will be this length element? Because we are to find dl phi. This length element is dl phi. So from here you can take idea of phi cap. So phi cap is in xy plane, and it rotate about z axis. Phi cap rotate about z axis. Suppose here we have z axis, then phi cap will be along this direction. Okay, so the length element will be of curved shape. This will be of a curved shape, and you can see the radius vector, this is always a straight line. Okay, so let me define one more thing about these vectors. Dr, it is always measured from the with respect to origin, you can write, and its direction will be r cap positive, and this will be, what will be the shape of dlr? Dlr will be always be a straight line, या लेंथ एलिमेंट सिंपली बोल सकते हैं इसको. इट विल ऑलवेज बी स्ट्रेट. एंड डी एल थीटा, आई हैव टोल्ड यू, डी एल थीटा it was like this. It was of curved shape. So dl theta, this is always curved. This will be curved. This will be a curved shaped element, curved shape. Okay, and its measurement of angle, this is with respect to measurement of theta, this is with respect to z axis. Okay, now we are discussing dl phi. So here we are to find dl phi. This is r dash and magnitude of r dash is r sin theta. So here we will make use of arc by radius equal to theta, and angle here is d phi. So the angle d phi, this will be equal to length element dl phi divided by the radius. Here radius is magnitude of r dash, and that is r sin theta. So from here you can see that dl phi, this is equal to magnitude of r dash, that is r sin theta into d phi. Cross multiply कर दिया. You take r dash on the left hand side. So here you will get d phi. Okay, so this is how you can find the length elements. Let me write it here. So this is r sin theta into d phi. This is the magnitude. This is the magnitude of a length element along phi direction. Okay, so this is a vector quantity which is along phi cap. So I have told you how to find the length element in spherical coordinate system. Okay, and we have discussed that the length element along the radius vector, it is measured from the origin. It is a straight line, and the length element along theta direction, this is given by r d theta. Theta cap is theta cap, r d theta, theta cap, this is a curved, this is a curve. Okay, so the length element along theta direction, that is of curved shape, and angle is measured with respect to z axis. And here the length element along phi direction, that is r sin theta d phi. Okay, and this is also curved shape. Okay, and this is measured in xy plane. Let me erase it. You have understand all these things. So this is in xy plane. Okay, and this is measurement of phi, this is with respect to x axis. So I think I am able to clear all your doubts about the projections and the shape and directions of the length element. Now we will move to the area element. Okay, so let me clear all this thing. So class, we have calculated the value of different length elements along various directions. So I am this is dlr is this, dl theta is this one. Okay, and this is dl phi. Now we will discuss the area elements. So firstly we will discuss the area element whose direction is r cap. Okay, so I can write r cap direction. So that is given by DAR. I will write it here like this. So now you are to think how you can obtain the direction r cap. Okay, so area we know it is given by cross product. This is given by cross product or vector product of two length elements. So you are to decide which two length elements you will take to find whose cross product give you the direction along radius. So you will multiply, you will take cross product of dl theta and dl phi to obtain the area element along the radius vector. And I will also discuss this thing graphically. So let me do it firstly mathematically. dl theta vector and its cross with dl phi length element. Okay, so if you put their values, then you can see what is dl theta. Dl theta is r d theta and phi cap. So I am writing it here, r d theta and phi d theta and theta cap. Okay, then you have dl phi. So dl phi is r sin theta d phi and phi cap. So it's cross with r sin theta and d phi and phi cap. Okay, so you can write firstly the magnitudes, that is r r into r, that is r square into sin theta, this is sin theta. Then you have d theta and d phi, d theta and d phi. Okay, and then you have theta cross phi cap. So what will be this thing? We have three variable, r, theta and phi. Okay, so if you find the cross of r cap and theta cap, then you will get plus phi cap, and the cross of theta cap and phi cap, then you will get r cap. And if you are to find the cross product of theta cap, phi cap and r cap, then it will give you theta cap, because we are discussing here right-handed coordinate system. So you need to keep this cycle in your mind. And here we have theta cap and phi cap. So theta cap cross phi cap. So you will get here plus r cap. Okay, so this is how you can find the area element DAR. Okay, now we will do this thing graphically. So here what you see, you have two length elements, one is along theta cap and another is along phi cap. So अच्छा एक मिनट रुक जाओ तो हम बस. Okay class, now we are to imagine that this spherical surface, this area element is a part of curved surface area of a sphere. Okay, then if you think of a football, then its radius is fixed. So let me take this radius, these vectors rp, rq, rs and rr, these are of same magnitude. Okay, so here we can conclude that the radius is constant. Okay, and then what is changing here? This length element ps, this length element here, this is which one element? This is dl theta. So if we write ps, then vector ps, this is equal to dl theta, and qr, this will also be equal to dl theta, because I have told you that if this is r, op, I have taken here op equal to oq equal to or equal to os. Okay, so these all are at a distance of r from the with respect to origin. Okay, so dl ps is dl theta, and this is also equal to vector qr. Okay, and this will be equal to r into d theta into theta cap. Okay, now what is angle theta? Angle theta is d theta. Angle d theta is between vector op and os. In the same way, angle between oq and or, that is d theta. So here we have taken idea of one length element which is along theta cap. Now we are to find another length element, that is dl phi. So dl phi will be, now see, if you take projection of p here and projection of q here, and then this length element, this will be dl phi. Okay, that is shown here. Okay, so this is, now we are to see how we will measure what will be the direction of this. This is projection of this SR. So if you take it in vector form, let me make this like this, and this is this one. So if you find the projection of this curve in xy plane, it will be like this. So this length element is this length element and this length element, these are dl and phi. Okay, so here dl phi is given by r sine theta and d phi into phi cap, and in this way you can obtain this area element. Okay, in the same way, if you find the area element corresponding to theta direction, then you will take cross product of remaining two length vectors, cross product of remaining two length vectors. So this is theta cap. We will take cross product of dl dlr. Okay, so we are to keep the order same, so I will write here, this will be cross product of dl phi and dl r. Okay, so if you substitute the value of length elements, then this is r sine theta, this is r sine theta, then you have d phi. Okay, and then you have phi cap, and you are to take cross of it with dlr, that is drr cap. So here we have dr and r cap. Okay, so if we solve it, we take the magnitude of components r, it will be r into dr into sine theta. Sine theta will be constant here, so let me write it r into sine theta into dr into d phi, and then you will get phi cap cross r cap. So from the cycle, if you see, this will come out to be theta cap. So here the direction will be theta cap. Okay, in the same way, if you find the area element along phi cap direction, then it will be cross product of dlr and dl theta. So let me write it here, this is dlr vector cross dl theta. Okay, and after multiplication you will get r dr d theta r cap cross theta cap, which will give you phi cap. So I am writing it here, this is r into dr into d theta into d theta, then you will get r cross theta cap, that will be phi cap. Okay, so class, now we are to take idea of the direction of dAr, dA theta and dA phi. Okay, that I will give you when we discuss volume element. Okay, so here we have seen, we are to discuss now the direction and the shape. So here you have seen that the shape is curved shape. Okay, so if you see the direction of DAR, it will be curved shape because it will give you the surface area, curved surface area. Okay, so the shape of DAR, it will be curved. Okay, and rest of the shapes we will discuss when we talk of volume element. So now come to volume element. You know that to find the volume, we take scalar triple product scalar triple product. So volume element in spherical coordinate system, let me represent it by d tau, and it is given by scalar triple product of length elements along r, theta and phi direction. So we can write it vector dl r, its dot product with cross of dl theta. Okay, so here we will substitute the value of dl r, dl theta and phi. So here you see we have dr, we have r d theta and r sin theta d phi. These are the magnitudes of length element, so we can collect them and we will get r into r, that is r square. Okay, then we have its variable, that is dr. Okay, dr. Then we have theta, sin theta into its variable d theta, and then we have d phi. So this is how you can get the volume element, and then we have vectors, their directions r cap, dot, theta cap and phi cap. So if we take the scalar triple product of r cap with theta cap cross phi cap, then you see from here you will get, this is theta cap cross phi cap. From here in the right handed coordinate system you will get r cap, and the dot product of r cap with r cap, that will be unity. So the volume element in the spherical coordinate system will be equal to this quantity. So class, here we will make a volume element. This area element is made of two length element, okay, that is PS and QR. So here PS and QR, 1 minute. So we have here PS, vector PS is equal to QR, and these are equal to dl theta. Okay, so this will be equal to r d theta into theta cap. Okay, we have taken magnitude, so we can avoid direction here. And another one is SR and PQ. Okay, so here SR, magnitude of SR equal to magnitude of PQ. So here you can see this is what its projection in xy plane will give you dl phi. So I can write this is dl phi. Okay, and this is r sin theta into d phi. Okay, now these two elements will give you the area DAR, and its direction will be along r cap. You can see from here, if we take normal from this surface which gives us the direction, that will be r cap. Now we are to create volume element, okay, and the volume element d tau, that is r square into dr into sin theta d theta d phi. Okay, so here on this surface PQRS surface, r is same, radius is same. Okay, so if we increase this along this direction by amount dr, okay, in the same way let me increase it, okay, and by the same amount we increase this radius vector and this radius vector and then this radius vector, then you will get point P dash, and here you will get S dash, here you will get R dash, and these are the vectors, and then you have this one. Okay, so here this point is q dash and this is r dash, this is s dash. So here you can see p dash and s dash will be equal to q dash and r dash. In the same way, s dash and r dash, this length element will be equal to this length element, but the size of p dash q dash will be greater than the size of pq, and the size of s dash r dash will be greater than that of s r, because you are at a larger distance with respect to origin. Okay, so now we are to take idea of different surfaces. If we talk of the surface DAR, then it will be this one surface, P dash, Q dash, R dash and S dash. P dash, Q dash, R dash and S dash, and at this point, at a distance of R, this will be P, Q, R and S dash. Now at this surface, I am talking of this surface area. You can see this is S, S dash, R dash and R. Okay, now what will be the direction of its normal? Its direction of normal will be along this direction. Okay, now what is this direction? You can see this normal is along theta cap. Okay, now we have to see which elements constitute this surface area. So here I have told you that this length element, this is its projection will give you dl phi here. Okay, so this is dl phi. Okay, and this is dr, s dash, this is dr. Okay, so dlr, this length element is dlr, and cross of dl phi and dlr, it will give you the surface area whose direction will be along theta cap. So in this way you can see the directions of various surface elements. Now if we talk of this surface, and the surface is P dash, and here you have S dash and S. Okay, its normal will be along phi cap. You can see here. Okay, so here I am writing the direction of various surfaces. The surface P, Q, R, S and P dash, Q dash, R dash and S dash, their normal will be along R cap, and the surface P dash, Q dash and this surface, that is this is Q. Okay, so the surface P dash, Q dash, Q and Q dash, Q and one more point we need here, and that is P dash, Q dash and Q dash and Q. So P dash, Q dash and Q, and the surface below it, that is this one, that is S dash, then R dash and R. So this surface, that is S dash, and then we have R dash and R. This surface, its normal will be along theta cap. Okay, and then P dash, S dash and S. P dash, S dash and S, and the surface which is in backside of this, that is Q dash, R dash and R. So that is Q dash, R dash and R. This surface, its normal will be along phi cap. So thanks for watching the lecture.